What are we thinking? Do we have time to run walls?
Touchdown! Oh, Kenyon Drake! A miracle! Miraculous in Miami!
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it.
Philly special. Ready?
It's Hester trying to work it back to the middle. Gets past the first wave, and here he goes. It's Hester inside the 30. Hester's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. And no flag, 92 yards.
What's happening? It's me again.
You hosting now forever?
Well, I got told I was fucking boss at it last week.
Did you? By you?
Said it went round.
This best not be why one little fucking.
No, I actually got told it actually ran a lot better. And we spoke a lot more about the NFL, and I said, "Oh, well, it must have been because of me as host then." Because obviously,
it's probably because I couldn't be asked.
Well, you know, it was
and the fact we had Tom on.
You know, it was because we had Tom on.
So we had someone on who knows more about the NFL.
Yeah, we had Tom on. That was what it was. But
yeah. Oh.
I just want to.
It's not an NFL podcast anymore.
Just want some of your Patreon money. Do you know what I mean?
Right? Is that what it is?
That's what it is. Yeah.
You've heard. I'm going to launch a Patreon for another one. You're like, I want in.
No, I just want some of that one.
Right.
I don't want to launch a Patreon for this because this one is terrible, and I don't know why anyone would want to subscribe to listen to us and pay us money.
Yeah, here we are every week.
But yeah, here we are. Yeah.
You know what I've found about this one? Like, so I've got the other one's bigger. But the other one's bigger. Got going quite well. Got going good numbers. This one's numbers are like, okay, not great. But the people who like this pod really fucking like it. It's like, it's like fucking hell.
So if we could gain one person a week for the next 15 years, then maybe by the time I'm 50,
we'll do this for our retirement.
Maybe the time I'm 50, then it might be fucking worthwhile.
I think we do this one for ourselves more than we do for listeners. It's very cathartic at the moment for us, isn't it?
To be fair, I don't mind getting out the house at the minute.
Just before we went on here,
Tony had his tea
because he couldn't bother eating in the house.
No, because he didn't have time to eat it in the house, man.
Wouldn't have been allowed to eat it in the house because if he'd have sat down in the house, hey, what do you do? Come here and eat it.
No, literally.
You can feed the baby while you're eating as well.
No, to be fair, like I did get in, finish work that early today and fell asleep, like, and then didn't do nothing as you do, and then Katie come back and was like, "You need to feed the baby," and I was like. And you know what? She's eating proper food now.
Is she?
It's like
10 times longer doing
not
it.
Not proper food. Like the squeezy.
But wait till your bear's being like, it's got to teach to feed herself.
Oh yeah,
and you're there for fucking 2 hours.
Well, there's food everywhere.
Oh yeah, there is food everywhere. Yeah, no, and it's just you know, like you normally go, oh yeah, feed the baby, bottle, sound, fucking bang, done, dead quick. And instead, it's, you know, you got to get the fucking bowl out the spoon and it ends up fucking all over you. So, no, that was, but. So I was like, so then when we said, oh, why didn't you just have your tea then? I was like, because then I had to get the bottles ready because I was coming here. So I had to get everything ready for upstairs and that.
Do a lot
for the night. I do a lot more than you.
Oh, don't. You don't do a lot more than me.
I do a lot more than you
I'm a primary carer.
In one day,
I'm a full-time
to the 7
dad.
days that you do.
I have my kid all day, Thursday and Friday.
So you babysit?
Oh.
You do?
Here's how I know I do more than you. You call it babysitting.
Well, she's a baby and I do sit there and watch her. So.
That's all you do. Literally sit there and watch her. Fucking hell.
I've had a terrible weekend anyway.
Why? What's going on?
It's been fucking horrific. So...
I've had I don't even know how you class it. A family fun-filled weekend topped off with me being finished, so we'll start with yours.
Okay, so, you know I'm an Evertonian.
Well, not this year.
But you know I'm taking a year off.
Yeah, sabbatical.
Right. So
the sabbatical blue.
So the last man standing in work.
Yeah.
1,400 quid. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 of us left in.
Yeah.
So on Friday, there was a game Friday night, weren't there? So there was 3 of us left in.
Yeah.
Lad lost Friday night. 2 of us left in.
Yeah.
I had Leicester.
Yeah.
It's like Leicester 2 o'clock, fucking bingo, all day winning.
Right.
Wait. The other person picked Palace.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm sitting there Sunday. So I got up, woke up at 4 o'clock, fed the baby. Baby wouldn't go back to sleep, so stayed up all day waiting for this fucking footy to start. 2 o'clock, sat down. Leicester, kick off. First 10 minutes, dead cagey. I'm like, fucking, my ass is going.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not fun, this. And anyway, got a dodgy penalty, and I was like, fucking pen all day. Fucking penalty all day.
Nailed on.
That was the most blatant pen I've seen all year, and I've watched no footy. Do you know what I mean? So then I was like, right, penalty, goal.
Yeah.
And then it finished 4-0. So I was sitting there just thinking, for once in my life, just for once, can Everton just get a result? Because all I needed was Everton to draw or to win, and I'd won the 1,400 quid.
Did you bet on it?
No. Right, so because...
Did you not want to like double down on it?
No, because the odds were shit as well, so it was like, it wasn't really worth it. And
so what were the odds for the Everton win or draw? Like 1 to 3.
We were away, weren't we?
Yeah, so it was...
So you'd have to put like 900 quid on it?
No, I didn't need that. I could have bet on Palace to win.
Yeah, sorry, sorry, the other way around. Palace draw, yeah.
No, I didn't need them to draw. Just needed Palace to not win, and I'd have won. Right. So obviously, game starts.
Yeah.
Fucking typical. Watching Everton, thinking this is fucking shit. My bird's man goes to me. Why did you bet on Everton? I was like, I fucking didn't bet on Everton. I would never, ever, ever in my life bet on Everton when I need to.
I know better than to bet on Everton.
If I had,
there's one thing in life I know: it's you don't bet on Everton.
You don't bet on Everton when you're 1,400 quid on the line. That is the most fucking ridiculous thing you can ever do. So I'm sitting there watching it. Goes in 1-0, fucking 2-0. I'm sitting there thinking, I fucking hate Everton. I really, really despise Everton. I was like, do you know what? Fuck the year. I'm fucking finishing them. They are done. Fully done. I can't be arsed with them
You're
anymore.
dead to me.
So then anyway, we scored. Rondon scored. And I was like, it's on. It's fucking on. We're back in. And I'm sitting there going, come on. And then fucking Seamus Coleman. Did you see it?
No.
So he rushes to
I thought you just won 1-0. Here's how much I saw.
So he rushes to take this fucking free kick, because the player's running across him to like slow him down.
Yeah.
So obviously he's trying to twat the ball at him so that he gets fucking booked.
Yeah.
And then what does he do? Fucking fires it right across to the 18-yard box. And then their fucking player scores a worldie and finishes 3-1. I just went, oh, fucking hell! And just fucking stormed up the stairs. I just know that Katie and Amar were just thinking, well, it's fucking Everton. No, it's just, that just wound me up even more, knowing that they thought it. And I was like,
probably hasn't even passed through their head. Was the fact that they could be thinking it just fucking.
So I walked upstairs and I was like, right. Oh, and the baby was teething, so it was like just fucking. I could hear the baby crying, and I was like, fucking, I want to cry.
Baby's crying, Tony's crying.
And then I was like, right, I'm going upstairs to watch the NFL. Went upstairs, realised that I'd missed the first 20 minutes of the NFL because I was watching that shite. So then I was like, well, what do I do now? Well, can't pick a game. So I'll just put Red Zone on. And then the baby come up because the baby needs a feed. Yeah. And I always feed the baby and put her to sleep. And then watch Red Zone in peace or with the NFL in peace. So anyway, baby comes up, falls asleep, and I was like, do you know what? I'm fed up as today. Just turned everything off and went to bed.
Sit in the dark room, close the curtains.
I'm done with Sunday.
It's only why you're going to bed. It's 5 o'clock.
Because I'm done with Sunday.
I want Monday to be here.
20 past 7. I was fucking well away, I think. No, I might have been a bit later.
You and me both.
I was fucking fuming. I was just like, why can't Everton, just for once, just not disappoint me? Just once. Don't disappoint me. Just get a draw. A draw away at Crystal Palace. I'm not asking the world. I'm not asking to go and beat Chelsea 5-0. Just draw with Crystal fucking Palace. Like, why is that so difficult? Why? As an Evertonian, why can't you just go and do something stupid? And then it comes up on the stats. Everton's last fucking 10 games against Crystal Palace. Win, draw, win, draw, win. And I was like, fuck off. I fucking know we're going to lose now.
You a loss.
them W starts to spell them fuck Tony.
Wanker.
It goes like Everton are unbeaten 13 at Crystal Palace. Everton have won like the last 13 games against Crystal Palace. And I'm sitting there thinking, just fuck off, say it.
Does it roll over to next week then?
So obviously it's on tonight and I'm on Villa, so as soon as the game kicks
tonight?
Up, yeah, so I've got Villa. The other lad picked Villa. Sorry, the other lad picked Villa before me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like, don't
So who else had left?
It's just us two.
Just Villa and...
So if Villa lose or draw to roll over?
No, so I walked into work this morning, Villa were on the board for this lad. And I was like, well, I'm picking Villa. I'm not asked. I'm not fucking gambling against anyone else.
Yeah.
Well, the teams I've got left are shite, so I was like, Villa it is. Because on the weekend I've got West Ham, and he can't use West Ham.
Right.
And West Ham played Norwich.
Right.
So I'm just thinking, get through this week,
and
then he's fucking gone and I've won.
Right.
So I got in Villa. Everyone's like, "Oh, why are you picking Villa? Can't you just fucking have it like go and try and win?"
Once you've picked a team, you can never use them again.
Oh, so you can pick any team you want, but only
once.
Right.
So
you know, yeah.
First 4 weeks, all the best teams are gone. You're playing on fixture list then.
Yeah. So then I was
basically
like,
playing against the worst teams rather than playing for the best teams.
Yeah. So obviously finished work before. Went and checked Tipex. I was like, "Oof, what's going on here?" Anyway, changed. He's done Leicester against Tottenham on Thursday night. So I'm sitting there thinking, well, now I've definitely won.
That's risky.
I've definitely won now because you can't pick a team and then swap.
Yeah.
That's just
bad
like...
That's bad juju.
Yeah, you just know you're going to lose.
Really rubbing it in is Steven Gerrard could fuck you
over.
Oh, no.
Here, you know? I've already worked this out, right?
Slippy.
So there I am, right? So I was like debating, right? So tonight or this midweek fixtures, I can either pick Villa or I can pick Palace. And I was like, if I pick Palace, no doubt about it, they fuck up. They concede the 95th minute to draw.
After fucking
me over, they fucking draw.
It's like the Viking, you can't bet on them again.
So 95th minute, they'd concede and it'd be equalised and that'd be that. And then I was like, I'm Villa. I'm going to have to fucking rely on Steven Gerrard to do something against Norwich. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, he always turns up Gerrard, doesn't he?
Fancy your chances, like.
So we're all on a Villa win. I've just had a text just as we started saying, "Come on, the Canaries." So everyone at work wants me to lose as well. So I will be irate if we start this podcast and get into the NFL and Villa concede. I'll just fucking storm out. Smash Mark's head in and storm out.
Just fucking smash his face with the microphone.
That fucking thing. Just pick it up. Fuck off, Mark. Right, I'm getting a bevy. Fuck this shit.
He's stressed.
Did you have a nice
weekend,
Rob?
Stressed. I had a very wholesome family weekend, me. So Friday, we went to Chester Zoo, see the lanterns.
In Chester Zoo, yes.
But like, now, because I'm the primary carer of our child.
That's fucking worse than babysitting now.
Because I'm the primary carer of our child. He normally sits in the front with me in my taxi because there's no... Obviously, the back seats are separated, aren't they? So he's just dead used to sitting in the front. So we went to the Chester Zoo and the lanterns, and he sat in the back. And he just fucking, 10 minutes into the journey, just starts fucking whinging. He's at a weird point as well, where...
He's in the car going to Chester Zoo, and that's why he sat in the back, or...
Yeah. But he's at a weird point where he's... Sorry, I'm watching Tony just struggle here. Side of the fridge, Tony. Right-hand side of the fridge.
He's just done the same thing I done before.
Just watching Tony fail to get a bottle opener. Get me one as well while you're there. Okay, sorry. If you haven't understood, Tony went, I've got fucking free, you tit. Because it's not his first time going to the fridge. Right, so Friday, lanterns. So we're going to go to lanterns. The baby's in this weird fucking phase now, where he's close to talking, but he's not talking. This is why we'll never have a Patreon. Because you're wrecking the place. Right, can I finish my story or not?
Fucking start it, will you?
I'm trying to. And then just watching you struggle. Like watching me kid. Right, so he's had a weird phase where he wants to start talking, but he can't. So all he does now is whine. So when something's upsetting him, he just whines.
Six after his dad, then.
Sounds like Mark.
Yeah, it's just annoying as fuck. Just, and you're there looking at him going, I don't know what's up with you. Tell me how to help you.
He's primary carer, you should know.
Like, he's walking out, which is something we argue. So, told you before the pod, she went to me last night, oh, that walker can go upstairs. And I was like, no, that walker can go. He's walking now. He's fully walking everywhere. That walker can fuck off. Doesn't need to go upstairs. We're not planning on having any other kids anytime soon. There's no need to keep it. It can just get gone.
No, it's always, we'll keep it for the next one.
Oh, no, with my bears, it's the memories. My bears the one saying when they're not going to have another one. So it's the memories now. Francis learned to walk on that. Like, get fucked. I don't give a fuck.
Francis is going to learn a lot of things.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs a bigger house.
When he
smashes his first bear, he smashes his first
when he's 16,
keep it in the lock.
Keep it in toilet tissue. He does toilet tissue when he's 16.
Keep it in the fucking basement.
He learns to wank on that. Saving his porn up fucking searches. Right. She's like, oh, he learned to walk. I was like, no, get fucked. If it's getting out going out the living room, it's gone. Like anything that needs moving is gone now. That's like the rule that she's just not going to abide by. I know she's going to move herself, but whatever. So anyway, so I don't forget where I'm going now.
Chester Zoo, Latins.
Chester Zoo, Latins, whines the whole way there. I'm like, for fuck's sake, then my head's going. And then we get there.
I'm in Chester again. Fucking hate coming up to Chester.
Yeah, I'm sick of this fucking drive.
I forgot to pay the fucking bridge last week. Fuck's sake.
So, get to Chester Zoo. I just kicked off. I kicked off right. Because my parents bought a universal foot muff for the pram. A universal foot muff. So rather than the foot muff's like the thing that covers the baby sort of thing. So rather than like having the one that is made for the pram, she bought a universal one,
which just
doesn't doesn't really fit properly. It's always sliding everywhere, and I fucking hate it. And I have told her for months, if you're not using it, get that fucking thing off the pram, because it's just sliding down, causing mayhem. So we get to Chester Zoo, and the back of the foot muff's on the pram, because we're going to use the foot muff. But it's been on the back of the pram for over a month, and I'm thinking she must be using the foot muff now. It's winter, so we get there. And I go, right, okay, put the foot muff on. She goes, I don't know how. I said, what do you mean you don't know how? I said, this back of this foot muff has been on for 6 weeks. She's like, yeah. I was like, well, I've told you, I don't want it on the fucking pram. If we're not going to fucking use it, why is it on the pram? If you don't know how to use it, why is it on the pram? Just why? Tell me why for 6 weeks that's been on the pram. If you don't, just tell me. You can't tell me, can you? You just don't fucking listen is what you don't do. You won't fucking listen to instructions. So I'm just fucking flipping out, putting the baby, working out to do the foot muff, doing the foot muff, fuming, get to the front to Chester Zoo, and he's just starting to finish whining now, but he's still whining a bit, and then it's become like one of them parents like, what is that? Something bright and shiny. Them little windmill lights. Give me that. What, a tenner? Fucking not asked. Pay it. Give me it. Give that to the baby. The baby starts looking at them going, and just like, oh, smiling then. I'm like, oh, sound, we're all sorted now. My baby goes, oh, we just one of them parents now, are we? Where we just give them something to shut them up. I was like, oh, mate, if I could give you something to shut you up, trust me, I would have.
It just gives you a bottle and you're
a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh, I am going to be one of them parents. I will give them
whatever they want.
So
that mean I can sleep? Yeah. Sound.
So that was Friday. Turned out okay, but it was all right. It wasn't great though.
It wasn't your decision to go, was it?
No. I got we meant to go around with their mates, and then they were just dawdling everywhere. So, that was just fucking storming off. Went to get a mulled wine. It wasn't mulled. It was just wine. It's just like, for fuck's, nothing's going right today. Just wanting to bounce stuff off people's heads. So Chester Zoo, that was Friday. So that was our first wholesome family event. What do we do Saturday? We've done something else Saturday. Decide we get up. He's walking everywhere. He's walking now. Let's go and get him his first pair of shoes. So, leave our house dry, isn't it? So just put a jumper on. Just a normal jumper. T-shirt.
On the baby?
No, on me.
On you.
Stupid yellow one, no doubt.
No, she's a normal, like one that you wore for my christening, it was.
Oh, right, okay. Nice smart one then.
Yeah. And then, so walking around town, just fucking lashed it down, doesn't it? I haven't got a coat. I haven't got an umbrella. I'm just standing here getting fucking lashed on. Just
gob on.
With a gob on. And the baby starts whining again. And then we go to get his shoes, and then
Where'd you go for his shoes?
Clark's.
Of course you did.
I can only go to Clark's.
When you get them like little trainees?
No, you gotta get your feet measured and all that, and get proper shoes because they learn to walk.
You gotta go to Clark's.
Can't inhibit them walking, Mark.
First kid shoe is Clark's. Everyone knows that.
Probably said no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, well, I wish I had.
So long ago.
So we done that, and then we had a music Christmas concert to go to in the cathedral.
And all concert music.
What?
And all.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. A Christmas concert to go to then.
That's nice. Was it nice?
Well, it was all right.
Did you wear your Christmas hat?
So we're walking up there.
With a tinsel around your neck and that.
No, walking from Church Street to the cathedral, and then slashed down. Right, fuck it.
Oh, gutted.
The car's in the middle of Seal Street.
What time is this?
About 10:30, 11:30.
Oh, late then.
Yeah, 11:30, I think it was.
It's annoying because if you'd have come in like the day I was driving down there, and I'd definitely made a beatline for you.
Would you have soaked him through a puddle?
In the van? No, I'd have just fucking bumped into him in the van. Just give him a little fucking knock.
Go out on a claim.
It's been like, look at the fucking size of that cunt's fucking.
I can't miss.
What am I meant to do there? He's in the way. I can't get round. My van's smaller than him.
So in the end, give up on the walk, go in the taxi. Wants the baby to go to sleep. Baby doesn't go to sleep and then falls asleep just before the music concert that we fucking paid 20 quid or something for. And then just, you can fart in our house and it wakes him up. Fucking I think it was 8-piece band were playing, and he's just snoring through it. I'm there looking at him thinking, 20 quid I'd pay for this. Do you know how quiet I have to be in the house when you're asleep? Said, but now the fucking orchestra's playing and you're just fucking snoring.
Do you know?
I know. Do you know?
Fucking know.
See, I'm at the other end of this now. I've done that now. So all I get is attitude now and stuff like that. Because obviously my daughter's like 11, but I had a lovely weekend this weekend.
Oh, let me finish my weekend. You can tell us yours. So after that, we go for the Chinese. Which was the only good part of the thingy.
How much you spend on yourself?
There's more.
40,
There's more.
Quid.
Hold on, I'll tell you now. There's more of this. Yeah. So go for the Chinese. Boss having a baby because he's eating everything now. Like, so you all saying your baby's just starting to eat. He's well past all that. He's eating everything. So it's like, what? Well, we ordered lunch menu. Yeah, it's starter and a main. Well, let's just get 2 more starters because the baby will share and that'll be his food as well. Fucking steamed shumai, spring rolls. He's just fucking boss having the baby. He has literally half a shumai and I'm just there with 3.5. Like,
yeah, he's fannying about, fucking eating it, and you're like that.
Oh, exactly. Fucking watch and learn. You'll lose all the good stuff.
Next week complaining about his gut hanging out again. Wonder why.
Oh, it was fucking... So, Chinese, that was good. That made me happy again. So I was happy again from the Chinese. Went to match. That was sound. Fucking battered them, couldn't score. Scored in the end, fine. Then what else to do? Saturday. Went to Stoke. Played the gig in Stoke. They were rough as fuck. Like, it was sound. I'm boss, aren't I? So I went on. Was smashing it. And there was just these group of girls that wouldn't shut up.
Good.
And like the other acts that were on.
There's more people like that.
Didn't deal with the audience the way they should have. Like the compere should have shut them all up. He never. Kept trying to play nicey. And I was saying to them,
so you're meant to tell them to shut up.
Yeah.
And that. Why?
If it's a small,
because he's in charge of like setting it up. He's in charge of setting the room up and that.
Yeah, why? Like,
telling them the rules. You can't just talk through a comedy show. People come to watch it. It's like talking through the cinema. You're distracting other people who played tickets.
Before they always say,
you're there to shut up and listen to me. No, they weren't telling. They were just talking between themselves.
All right.
So
must have been boring then.
Well, this is before I got on.
All right, okay.
So they were talking between themselves. Compere hadn't dealt with it. First act died on his ass. I come on. And I just...
When did you come on?
In the second act.
So you were second.
I wasn't closing this one, no.
So you ain't good enough. You ain't good enough to finish now.
If you don't want... If that's what you want us to believe.
That's exactly what I'm saying,
okay, yeah.
So you ain't good enough you ain't good enough to open and you ain't good enough to close.
If that's what you want to believe.
You're the shit one in the middle.
If that's what you want to believe.
When everyone's going for a piss or going to the bar,
right,
you're that shit one in the middle.
Can we carry on the story?
I can't.
So, come on, hit them fast, hard paced, dead loud. Like, I'm not giving you the chance to talk. And then, so smash it for about 7 minutes, and then start slowing it down and getting into a rhythm. And they just start talking. And then I just said to them, listen, girls, I'm not like the compere. I'm not nice. I'm not like. I said I'm not weird like the first act. I'm not nice like the compere. I'll fucking fight you. I'll throw the mic stand at you and carry on. Shut the fuck up now. I'll teabag you while your fella's sitting next to you. Just watch me. Shut the fuck up. So everyone started cheering because everyone wanted to be quiet because like it was going well. And then again, just as starts going well again, and then he starts talking again. So in the end, the front row had a bowl of chips on the table. So I just took the chips off them. I just fucking launched them at these girls. Just started launching chips at the audience. And part of me was thinking, am I going a bit too far here or not?
Definitely.
But like bouncing chips off people's heads because they won't shut up.
There's a lot of this, the anger from the weekend though.
Yeah, it was all pent up.
Making me
it was all pent up.
Yeah.
Fucking lashing it down. Every chip bouncing off her head reminds me of a raindrop bouncing off mine.
Sleep through a 20 quid concert,
So, so Stoke, in the end, finished sound, got back to it.
And we smashed it. Called a duch.
A what?
A duch. And you go to Stoke, that's what they call you, duch. Hello, me duch.
I don't talk to no one, Mark. I get up on stage and smash the jokes and get out of there. Not there to mess around, mate.
Money in the
anti-social
cunt.
Yeah.
It's like, he just delivers, doesn't he? It's like
get paid, fuck off. That's it.
It's like a postman.
It's not like one of these little fucking shelf stackers fiddling around. Yeah. So then Stoke. So Sunday morning. This is the one where it gets weird. So did you know now you can pay for elves to visit your garden?
No.
What?
You can pay for 25
got a garden, so
25 quid
interesting.
for 20 minutes for elves to come and visit and play in the garden and the kids watch you. So we went...
Tenner for a yard. Tenner for a yard. It's not a garden, is it? I'm not going to work.
Well, if the whole street throws in, you can just have them dancing up and down the whole street.
Yeah, down the alley.
Yeah. So,
up the
so my bird's mates booked that 9:30. So up early, going to that. So we went to that. That was fine. Kids all loved it. But part of me's there. There's like one of the elves is a girl who's quite fit. And part of me's just like, right, so this
Were they midgets?
This is what I'm into now, is it? No, they weren't midgets.
Christmas.
They weren't midgets. They were just dressed as elves, man.
Rob's
Just
like
get involved.
Just had stripy clothes, a green suit, sad suit, and like I'm there going, oh, he's loving this, and the girl starts blowing bubbles on the window or something. And part of me goes, oh right, this is who I am now. I'm one of these people now. Like, this is the shit I'm now into.
Straight on Pornhub.
Yeah, elves. Yeah. So that's how. Yeah, so that was our weekend. And Sunday we had our comics day out. Got out for quarter.
That was a fucking ball, wasn't it?
What?
You went.
all the lads.
Just drop names. I want to know who you actually know in the comedy circuit.
Oh, you won't know anything. He hasn't. Paul Smith. Paul Smith went.
Who's he?
There you go. Shut up. Right.
Doesn't he live by Mark?
Yeah, he does.
That's all I know.
Lives by Mark with an orange Lambo.
Yeah.
That's how much money Mark's got. Yeah. People in his street have orange Lambos.
Mark's minted.
So, so they got there 2:45. Left at 6:30. Just fucking
shambles.
Hit a fucking wall. Literally, I just literally went. Done. Just literally done. Ordered an Uber. Ordered 30 quid of Chinese on the way home in the Uber. Got home.
Fucking shambles.
Ate half me Chinese.
King
was
of Bootle.
Was in bed. Was in bed by 7:30.
You're a fucking joke.
I'm fucking finished.
You are a disgrace.
The worst thing is, I woke up on Monday morning. My beard laughed at me.
Fresh as daisy.
No, it wasn't fresh as daisy because you don't fucking sleep when you're pissed. I'm sick of telling people this. Woke up.
You were out for 4 hours.
You weren't pissed from 11 o'clock.
Smashed the
11 o'clock in the night.
Hours.
You were fucking sober then.
Right. Anyway, so says to me beard, hey, do you think I should go to doctors? Like, do you think
because you couldn't drink all night?
I said, do you think if I went to doctors and said, listen, doctor, I used to be sound drinking and now I'm home after 4 hours. Like, is there something up with me? Do you think he'd take me seriously or do you think he'd just fucking tell me to fuck off? Because I'm starting to worry.
What did she say? Did she say fuck off?
Just laughed at me fucking face.
Yeah, but then it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. It's a curse for you, but Saturday, I knew I've always been one to just ghost you off. Do you know what I mean? When it's done, it's done.
No, you don't. You normally just fall asleep wherever you are.
But you're now realising this when Rob's fucking going home after 4 hours.
Leave me fucking out of this.
Rob's going
because you
I
don't go out anymore.
Yeah.
When you go out, you book a hotel, so you get your fucking full 12 hours in.
So then I got off.
But it's interrupted sleep.
I went to watch one of my mates doing like an amateur boxing thing, charity thing. And when it's a town, I had one drink and right, I'm going to get a kebab and go home.
So you had one drink?
No, in town. Afterwards.
Oh, right, okay.
So we went into town after the boxing, but you wake up this Sunday morning and you're fresh and you're thinking, yeah, I'm glad I got off then. You know,
I've done.
Never ever woke up and thought I'm fresh. Yeah.
You know when you got,
I didn't wake up Monday fresh. I woke up Monday more tired, and I woke up regretting the fact that I went home early. Like,
no, I do wake
I've missed an opportunity there.
I do wake up thinking I'm fresh, but not like as in I'm fresh like the way he wakes up thinking he's fresh. I just think I should be dying right now.
I could be far worse than this.
I'm not, so therefore I'm fresh.
I wake up thinking, oh, thank fuck I'm legally allowed to drive.
Well, it's one of them. At what point should you be able to drive the next day? And what point do you drive the next day?
If you can still taste it on your breath.
Well, that's a long time then. So definitely. Right. So that's like Tuesday morning then.
Yeah, December's a bit different, isn't it?
Rob, you need to sort out with your comedy mates or your connections to try and get this pod sponsored by Botan. You know what I mean?
Why would he have to talk to his comedy mates to do that?
Just go into Botan.
Just
go into Botan and say, hey, Botan, do you want 300 people to hear about you?
Just get free kebabs.
Yeah, 300 people that don't live in Liverpool.
Oh, so what was your lovely weekend? Just the boxing and home early for it?
Yeah, but you had to go with fucking Charlie Chaplin or whatever.
Yeah.
Like when I have to do family stuff, it's just like, should we watch a family Christmas film? Do you know what I mean? Should we go for a walk? It's not like more. You just seem like you're more stressed and stuff.
No, it's because your daughter just
look after herself now.
No, just
doesn't want to spend time with you.
Well.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Doesn't want to go to shit places that you want, like you think are good and want to go take to. She's just like, no, fuck that. Let's just sit in.
I want to sit on my phone.
No, we'll sit in. We'll watch a film, and I'll just sit there like this. Yeah. That's what she thinks. And she just sits there on the phone. While you sit there and just go. Just fall a kip watching fucking.
What Christmas film did you watch?
Home Alone.
Got to.
Favourite, because Home Alone 2, I like that. The second one better.
Do you know what?
I like the second one
better. Annoying. So since I moved in with Katie, I'm not allowed to watch Home Alone.
Why?
Because their tradition is Christmas Eve, Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2.
You can watch it anytime.
So I said, what the fuck, why are you ruining my Christmas?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, no, because it's Christmas tradition. And I said, yeah, but it's not my Christmas tradition. I said, my Christmas tradition is watching Home Alone, whatever chance I get to watch Home Alone, because it's one of the greatest
as soon as I can,
going on. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, now watch. She goes, should we watch a Christmas film? And I go, yeah, okay, sounds. We watch Home Alone. No, we can't watch Home Alone. And I'm like, but you're ruining my Christmas tradition of watching Home Alone whenever I want.
I can,
you know what I mean?
You should turn around and say, I'm going to do one to me the Christmas tradition and get pissed on you Christmas Eve.
Well, I'm allowed. So
I'm allowed.
So we've already distinguished it, because this is the first Christmas where I'm actually having Christmas dinner with me bird.
Right.
So we just never done it before.
Have you thought this through though? When are you going to build the baby's presents?
Oh, the baby doesn't need to know anything about Christmas presents. Basically,
you still got to wrap them. At least go to the bin.
I'm not fucking wrapping them.
You got to build. I've got a bit.
I've got
stuff to build
off.
now.
She's off. I'm in work. She can wrap the presents.
Just don't leave it till Christmas Eve. It's just more hassle.
But then how'd you hide them?
What do you mean?
You usually got little kids.
She's
who don't
fucking
like.
a baby. I don't need to hide nothing.
I've got a kitchen. I've got to build basically.
You know what I said? So
I basically got to play IKEA on Christmas Eve.
So we went Christmas shopping and bought the baby some bits. So it was in the back room on the table.
Yeah.
So Katie's man had the baby before in the back room because Katie's nephew was around. And Katie walks in and goes, move that. It was a toy for the baby. I was like, who's asked if she sees it? Like, she doesn't know what it is.
It's in a box.
She hasn't got no, like, you could see
How
it.
old is
like,
she now?
6
months?
6 months. I was like, she hasn't got a clue. That's for Christmas. And if anything, you've just made it more bang on to your nephew that's a Christmas present that Father Christmas should be buying. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm sitting there just like, oh my God, so you're really making me move this out the way.
Do you have any other weird Christmas traditions?
Well, I get bevied every Christmas Eve, and that's not stopping.
Well, mine used to be cocktails on Christmas Eve, but now it's now we're going for Christmas lunch instead on Christmas. Now we're going for a lunch on Christmas Eve, because last year I ruined Christmas, didn't I, by getting too bevied.
You must.
Being absolutely hanging Christmas Day. The baby's
you
first
and
Christmas.
You and Matty fucking staying up till fucking all hours.
Playing 150 games of Connect 4, yeah.
No, what's it called? So Christmas Eve, I'm bevying.
Right.
Christmas Day, I've said I won't.
Touch you?
I won't touch you. Because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the baby when I'm hungover. So obviously...
You're going to be hungover Christmas Day, aren't you?
Yeah, but see, now this is where it's genius. So Christmas Eve, I can bevy. Katie has to get up with the baby through the night because I'm bevying.
Yeah.
So then Christmas Day, I'll wake up, feel a bit rough because I've bevied. But then Christmas Day, I'll have a roast dinner, feel fucking
pull you through
right back in the game, and then go, sound, I've got to deal with the baby. But then Boxing Day, we're going to my man's house. And then obviously, it's my turn to bevy, innit? So I get two nights off, basically.
Right.
For losing Christmas Day. So it's quite smart.
And if you're staying in his anyway, it's not that much of a big deal, is it?
No. Quite smart.
It's quite smart. Right, should we enter the NFL?
No. I didn't watch it.
Any news, Mark?
I haven't done any.
Fucking hell. Missed a week. And we had Tom back.
Did you do any last week?
Do any what?
Not doing your job, are we?
We talked loads of NFL last week.
Did you fuck?
We did.
It's the shit
Didn't you
I've
listen?
spoken to last week.
Oh, about your fucking shitty hoodie that he's wearing not tonight. Have you seen that?
I like
show
it.
everyone. Come on, fucking show it off.
I think it's half decent.
Show it off.
I like it. It's a nice hoodie, Mark. Suits you well.
Except it's fucking lies, innit? Washington football team established 1932. That's a fucking
Washington
lie.
football team established 2020.
Yeah. Fucking frauds.
Right, so no news. You're a load of shite, aren't you? Must be some sort of news.
It probably is.
Cam Newton's finished.
That's not news.
That anyway
It is to you.
before he comes to
It is to
Carolina.
you.
There was a whole James Robertson, the Jaguars thing.
I'd say
You're a fucking joke, you know.
Dalvin Cook was injured, apparently, and
Then he
then
wasn't.
come back and just fucking bang 40 points in for Mark on fantasy. And he still lost.
How did you have him in your team? Did you see just before bed or something?
I gambled on him, because he was 50-50, but it was like a game day decision.
Yeah. Apparently last time Dalvin Cook was like
In that
50-50 in that type of thing.
And
Injured.
227.
He had a
Fucking
torn
smashed it, yeah.
labrum or something.
130 yards and 2 touchdowns or something.
I saw that.
He smashed it out of this. So obviously, Thursday night game.
Straight into Thursday night, Dalvin Cook game.
He still nearly give it away, didn't he, as well?
Yeah.
Vikings 36, Pittsburgh Steelers 28. I did watch some of this, but I can't remember because it was a long time ago.
Big Ben needs to get.
I watched the highlight. I think I was up too early. I was up before Game of 40. Was up on Game Pass.
I think I watched the end of this game when I woke up.
Yeah, it was a good finish. For like Mark said, Big Ben. It's weird. Big Ben, when he's basically got nothing left to do except just launch it and hope for the best, turned into a different player. All the Steelers turned into a different team offensively. Like, as soon as they start taking big risks, they're suddenly a much better offense. But then they're just not going to be good.
Did you see the Chase Claypool thing where he's held up to play?
Yeah.
So it was like
so close to the end.
It was the final 2 minutes. And obviously, the clock doesn't get stopped.
But that cost,
and he celebrated.
Yeah,
but that did cost them because they had 3 seconds left on the last play, and if he'd not done that, they'd have probably had 5. And they'd have had 2 chances.
Harrison Smith tried to stop him from getting the ball and getting back into formation.
Yeah,
and instead of Chase Claypool getting the ball and getting back in formation, he starts doing a fucking dance.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't dancing. He went to do like a bow and arrow thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
And
it's just like. These are like the intelligent things that you know you're in the final 2 minutes. You're in the 2 minute.
It's like Juju Smith used to last year, just always doing TikTok dances on people's logos. Like, do you not know that's going to have people gunning for you?
The thing is, though, like, how long have they played that game to know that you've got no time to be fucking about there?
Yeah, every week. I think every training session they do some form of 2 minute drill.
Yeah.
So like, how are you pissing? Like you say, how are you pissing about there?
And if you were what's his name, Tomlin, you would be fucking.
And Tomlin's usually known for having been one of the better coach teams.
He's one of the best fucking furious, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And he was, but you'd be fucking livid.
You know, so obviously the scoreboards in the stadium, and as you score what down there is, I love how many timeouts are being used as well. So it's in big writing. You've got no more timeouts to stop the clock.
I'm being funny, Mark. You're playing the game. You fucking know what's going on.
Yeah, you should do. Every huddle, do we saying every huddle we reinforcing what's going on? It's just fucking.
That makes you think from Big Ben not being.
That's exactly that's what makes you think maybe there's a culture thing in Steelers. But then I've got too much respect for Tomlin to think there's a culture thing going on there.
No, I think it's Big Ben just not being asked on the field more than anything.
And what it's just sleeping into his receivers.
Yeah.
Steelers are done now, aren't they? Yeah. So the Vikings, so it doesn't really matter.
It's mad, though, isn't it? Why couldn't the Vikings just fucking turn up when they were playing?
They'll play someone shit next week and get back.
It's fucking mad, isn't it?
Yeah, me doing it or you doing it?
You do it.
Jets 9, Saints 30.
Kamara come back, didn't he?
I thought the Jets had a sneaky chance of winning this game.
I think everyone did.
A few pundits on Twitter picked them, didn't he?
Taysom Hill's shit, and he's fucking garbage.
Just shows how shit the Jets are, though, doesn't it?
How are they paying him more than what they're paying a proper quarterback in Winston? I'll never know. Even Trevor Simeon's a better quarterback than him.
Fucking I'm a better quarterback than Taysom Hill.
How can you say that, though? He's got 30 points. Come on.
Yeah, but he one was a rushing touchdown, but he'd rush for 100 yards. He was more dangerous on his feet than when he was throwing the ball. He's not a quarterback.
Yeah, so is Jalen Hurts, and so is like.
Yeah, but Jalen Hurts can throw the ball. So can Lamar Jackson.
No, I understand. Taysom Hill is nowhere near their level.
He's a gadget player who comes in on certain plays.
Player, yeah. But he's good enough to smash the Jets.
He's not good enough to play running back.
We shouldn't be coming out of this game having a go at him, is what I'm saying.
Jets are shit.
Jets are shit.
Jets are shit. Saints are shit.
Jets are riddled by injuries and still shit, but they just need to close it down. Don't you get that high draft pick, start protecting them.
Yeah.
The fact the Saints are still in the playoff, it's just. I don't know whether I'm happy about it.
No, they're not.
Do you not think they're going to?
We won and done if they do. I think if they come
Saints
up against.
are done. I say the playoff thing's just fucking stupid.
It's just so deep in it. That's the only thing.
It's just stupid, isn't it? When there's teams like that shit. Do you know what
I mean?
It does annoy you.
The Falcons are in the playoff hunt.
Yeah,
that's seventh playoff spot. It's just it gives teams like Washington, like Saints this year, like Carolina, who is still in the playoff run up until recently.
Yeah,
Atlanta's still in the playoff hope. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
There's all these teams who shouldn't really be in the playoff chances. You know what I mean?
Well, speaking of Atlanta and Carolina 21, Falcons 29.
Not shocked by this.
Big Cam got another touchdown.
Yeah,
So only needs 5.
Then got taken out the game because of how bad he was.
So
then he got put back in the game.
He never got taken out.
This is weird. So
how bad he was. He got
they were saying
they didn't know the 2-minute drill.
They're saying that for the next couple of weeks they're going to rotate quarterbacks while Cam gets up to speed with the playbook and the 2-minute drill, which does sound like bullshit, doesn't it?
Fucking, he's shite.
So
he's finished. If you see, did you see his pick?
Who's Cams or Walkers?
Cams.
Yeah.
So he's fucking done. There's no way he can realistically think he's going to get a job next.
There is party which just thinks, come on, every bad
You're
game.
going to win this bet.
Oh, well, no,
he's
still going to be finished.
He's fully done.
That's the main party thinks. You know what I'd like for Cam? I wish the Patriots had kept him, and he'd be a gadget player for them, like Taysom Hill.
He's a good personality.
I know. That's what I mean. I just wish you could. Anything inside the red zone, give him a year of fucking scoring fucking 16 touchdowns, and then just bow out because it's finished, isn't it? So, and every game, it just takes a little bit off him, and people forget who he was because at one point he was fucking incredible.
So there's problems at Carolina. So coming into the season, Matt Rule had loads of good faith. So the year before, obviously, they drafted nine defensive players in the draft. They played better than what they expected, using like quarterbacks that sort of Wayne fit for the purpose, basically. Yeah. Come and see loads of good faith. Joe Brady was having all these raves, he's going to be the next coaching block and all this type of stuff. Then he got rid of him, the OC. Now,
what's happened?
The official one is just a philosophical difference, you know what I mean? But the unofficial one is that there's been a bit of a coming of heads between Joe Brady and Matt Rule.
Right.
Now, you shouldn't, like we just said, you shouldn't be swapping quarterbacks in and out. If you brought Cam Newton into play, he should be up to speed with that playbook quick enough. Or don't play him at all, in my opinion. Yeah. Play PJ Walker the whole game or no game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sam Darnold, DD gambled on him for what, a third rounder.
And
he took his 50-year contract. So that's not it. That's
so weird. It's so weird they moved on from Teddy to Sam.
I feel they've put all their chips on CMC being the playmaker this year. Do you know what I mean?
I don't even know. I think they've gambled on a ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean?
I think they've gambled on a ceiling.
What do you do with Christian McCaffrey now?
It's not you can do because I don't think anyone's trading for him.
Well, that's what I mean. So you got to just keep.
He's on a massive contract as well.
You've got to use him. Just fucking wasting.
And then run him into the ground, basically.
Wasting your money.
And early on in the year when they went for 4-1 to begin with the season or whatever it was, and then they traded for Stephen Gilmore, and they was like, yeah, this is what the LA Rams are doing.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. And you're thinking, really, it's not. They've had an easy start to the season. And they traded for Stephen Gilmore, who's a good corner, but they only traded for him because they lost their first round pick. I can't fucking think of his name. The corner they picked.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah.
So then everybody's like, oh, they're making a move to playoffs. And they're not. They're in the same division as the Bucks, so they're not going to be finishing ahead of the Bucks in the division anyway.
Their division's Bucks, Saints, and
Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah, playing for that division before the season.
Did you ever think that the Falcons weren't going to win this game?
Yeah.
I
wouldn't be surprised one way or another.
I thought the Falcons were shitter.
Falcons were plus 2.5 on the handicap.
I thought the Falcons were shitter than the Panthers were.
But the Falcons were always going to win.
I just did that.
I always knew the Falcons were going to win because there's no chance that Cam Newton doesn't throw picks. He just can't help himself.
Yeah, but the Panthers defense can't turn up.
Yeah, but if your quarterback keeps turning the ball over, you can't win games.
No, I understand. Houston 13, Seahawks 33. It's the only game I didn't really see much of.
Tyrod Taylor's fully put himself in the shop window. I think
Texans started all.
David Mills started.
No, I know, yeah, but I'm just talking in general for this team because
I thought Mills played really well.
Yeah, but I think Tyrod Taylor has got to be thinking, I need to get out of here. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just a toxic. It's not a toxic. It's just like a.
But he's getting paid, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, but Tyrod Taylor's not going anywhere next year.
He's a situation for me.
Yeah, he's a backup.
He's a solid backup. This is what Seahawks do, though, don't they? They put to bed the Texans. Everyone talks about Russell Wilson having a great game. It's like, yeah, because he puts to bed the shit teams where there's no fucking, no danger of it. Like when you come to step up against a good team, he's going to let you down, I think. Not much else to say. Tyler Lockett, Russell Wilson turns up. Was against the Houston Texans. It's like, what's the fucking point?
These two teams, the season's been over for a few weeks now.
Yeah, well, the Seahawks is talking about still being in the playoff run. But again, though, this is what Seahawks to me just remind me of the 49ers and the Vikings. It's like you're just going to talk about them for no reason because if they even scrape into the playoffs, it's one and done.
With Wilson as well this week.
Yeah, he had to come out and deny the fact that he said he'd waiver his no trade clause for certain teams. KC. Kansas City Chiefs 48, Raiders 9. Chiefs are going to do.
Chiefs exploded out of the blocks.
Chiefs are going to do what I've said.
Why
they're going to win out and get the first seed.
Why would the Raiders do this? Why did they do it?
The Chiefs.
I never really seen much. I only seen like.
The Raiders to the Chiefs is like what Rodgers said to the Bears. We just own them.
Yeah. Why did the Raiders feel a need to just jump all over the fucking badge?
Yeah. So the first thing that happened is last year they won Arrowhead for the first time.
And everybody thought they had a formula to beat the Chiefs.
No, not even that. They won Arrowhead for the first time in years, and they made the bus do a circle around the stadium, like a lap of honour. So that got out, and then the Chiefs were fucking fuming about it. Went and smashed them the next game. This week, before the game even started, they had the team meeting on the Arrowhead. Had the whole team meeting on the Arrowhead about what they were going to do. First drive, 13 seconds in, fumble the ball, Chiefs go and score in the first. Chiefs go and score, fumble recovery on the fucking kickoff. It's just like,
why give other teams fuel? I don't understand it.
It's just fucking stupid. It really is stupid. Even the best team in the league, which I don't know who it is anymore.
In the AFC, do you mean?
No interest in the NFL.
Right,
in
yeah.
What, you would never do that.
Yeah.
Because you're just creating a...
Why? Especially
creating with basically an argument.
Who've yet to click this year. Give them a motivation to try and get in the
Why? You focus every player.
You know, if someone came around, like fucking any competitive game, let's just go with what the only things that I'm probably going to be able to be decent at right now is Madden. You know, if someone came around to me before the game and just started fucking pissing themselves down the fucking mic and saying I'm going to smash your head in that, I'd just go, "Sound your fucking defo getting beat now." Do you know what I mean? Like, you'd find that extra motivation.
You find a way.
Fucking smash their head in and just go, "Who's doing what?"
Yeah.
And then just fucking there you go.
I see Max Crosby on the sideline fucking kicking off, didn't he, over something.
They were the Raiders were just shit. But the Chiefs' defense is looking good and it's getting better every week. And Melvin Ingram is getting them better every week. Melvin Ingram
Jones isn't going to be defensive player of the year, is he? So that's one bet you've lost to.
Maybe, 6 more weeks yet, Tony. Because
he's going to have to pull out how many sacks or something.
I don't know. He's flying, Chris Jones, because of Melvin Ingram.
Yeah, because he's playing defensive tackle.
Because you've got Melvin Ingram and Flan Clark either side. It's like one of the three of them seems to get to the man, and it's not just because it was the Raiders. It's like everyone. The Chiefs defense is turning up big time. But you can't really say much against the Raiders because in the last, something like, I think we've won the last six games or four games. It's last 6 games, and in them last 6 games, we've put 40 up against one team, Raiders. Like everyone else, we've just fucking 20s, low 30s. It's like the Chiefs aren't back yet, not especially not offensively, but the defense is good. Browns 24, Ravens 22.
Can I just say Browns for me are the most disappointing team.
Why didn't the Browns just smash them?
Because that's what I'm saying.
Why didn't he just go and fucking put fucking another 20, 30 points on them? Since Lamar goes out, he didn't score another point.
The Browns on paper, for me, are probably one of the strongest teams in the league.
But roster-wise, yeah.
Roster-wise, so they're fantastic on the offensive line.
Yeah.
Defensive line, they're fantastic. They've got tight ends. They've got a serviceable quarterback.
You know what I mean? That's the question, isn't it?
They've got decent receivers. They've got a fantastic secondary.
Yeah.
They've got all these sort of where Tony always like bums off fucking your trenches. Tony is big on the trenches. He loves that side of it.
Yeah.
They are set up where he needs to be set up, and then they struggle against a team without Lamar Jackson from the first quarter.
As soon as Lamar Jackson was announced as out for the rest of the game, Browns didn't score another point.
Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck do you not score a point? Well, surely you're getting that motivation to go, well, I'm going to fucking smash them now.
What happened with Baker? Baker goes into the blue tent, arguing, doesn't want to go. Do not take me into that blue tent. Do not take me into that blue tent. I'm not going to the blue tent. Has to go in the blue tent because he's injured again. And then says to them, I'm not coming out. I'm back in this game. I am not getting taken out this game.
Okay,
and then he's leaning out the blue tent to get play calls for what he can go take back into the game. And like you say, they didn't score another point.
But if that's the case, then
because people like that are holding up, like there's an attitude problem. It should be win at all costs, not win at your cost. Win because I'm on the field. Make it all about me.
Divisional game as well.
Yeah.
Their quarterback goes out, I'd go, right, we're putting 50 burger on these cunts.
Right, even if you want to get back on the field because you think you can direct the team, fine. But don't be the person who has to do it then. Give it to Chubb. Chubb only went for 50 yards. Absolutely, we've got like we just said, one of the
hug out early in this game.
Yeah. So you've got one of the best offensive lines in the league. give it to Chubb and run the fuck out of that ball. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely ram it down the throat. If you're injured, fine, but just hand it off. I
can understand the game plan of Ravens haven't got any cornerbacks. Let's attack them. But when you're not fit enough to attack them,
your strength is to run the ball. So don't worry about Ravens.
He's not fit enough to attack.
You're winning. Just run the ball and kill the game. Do you know what I mean? And then open up the play action. Where if you are injured, well, you've got fucking 15 seconds to throw the pass.
Honestly, I know I am blinded by hate of Baker Mayfield, so I probably put more blame than needs to be me. But
he pisses me off. You know what I mean? Some of the things that are coming.
The Ravens should never have been in this game.
No, not a million years.
But they were because Browns fucking they just can't kill games.
I think Ravens are probably one of the better coach teams because how many injuries they've had? The whole backfield go out injured. They've had how many corners go out injured. They've had a lot of injuries and they're still competitive and they're still within a chance in the playoffs.
Well, that whole AFC North there to be won, isn't it?
But they're still not good
because of injuries.
No, but Lamar Jackson, everyone's found out since the Dolphins game. Everyone's found out how to play Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I understand your thing, but he also hasn't got any running backs really behind him.
No,
so like
you know where it's coming from.
It's literally Lamar or no one sort of thing. Washington 20, Dallas 27.
Right, so, when you just said then about obviously give him fuel. Now we never use the fuel. So Mike McCarthy, never done the coach speak, and you can understand why. So before the game, he said we're going to win, just outright said. And I can, to be fair, if you're a Cowboys fan, you love that.
You know what I love?
This is the most shithouse cunt trick. You know what he's done?
I know.
They brought their own benches to Washington.
I love this.
Yeah.
You know, their own sideline benches. They brought their own Cowboys benches.
Look how riled up he is.
Because it pisses you off, doesn't it?
It's fucking brilliant, isn't it?
So then
flew over their own benches for a divisional game.
This score.
Is there a reason why they done that?
Just because it's a rival game.
Just so it had Cowboys on the side of the field.
Why wouldn't it? That would fucking whine you.
But then we should have used that as fuel. So this game, the scoreline flatters us. So they were out of sight by half time.
24-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, by half time they were out of sight. They got defensive touchdown. Caused by Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons was unreal.
He is, considering his role is not solely pass rush. Because he's a linebacker who's not. I
saw someone say if he was just rushing the passer,
he'd have 20 sacks.
He'd be leading the league in sacks. If he was just a linebacker, he'd be leading the league in tackles.
So quick. He's absolutely rapid.
He dropped a pick as well.
Yeah.
And he was fuming. I seen it on Twitter. He messaged that Brian Balding, because Brian Balding was like, Micah Parsons is unreal. Whatever he said in his tweet, but it was like highlights of Micah Parsons. And then he was like, I should have caught it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So many times in this game, Washington want to run the ball because that's where our strength is at the moment. Not because the receiver's not there, because Tyler Harlick, he's not the best quarterback. So they were stacking the box and going, right, we're going to make Tyler Haneke win the game.
Yeah.
He's not good in him. He holds the ball far too long. He's dangerous when he's having to make plays on the turn and on the fly, but he gets caught out too much. And as Tony just said, Micah Parsons just caught him out time and time again. Do you know what I mean? And we're down to our third choice centre by that point. We've lost our two first choice defensive ends in Chase Young and Montez Sweat. We've now lost another defensive tackle, and Jonathan Allen took over. So we are down to bare bones in the trenches.
Is this youth 3 games back now?
Yeah.
It's over now then.
For the league, for the NFC East, I mean, there's still a chance of us getting like the 7th playoff spot, but there's about 10 teams in that chance, you know what I mean, at the moment.
Titans 20, Jags 0. The only thing...
another beer, because this is fucking shambles.
Don't get me on, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm alright as well. In fact, fuck it, go on, I'll have one. Titans 20, Jags 0. The only thing we have to talk about here is flatters the Titans a little bit, that they were 20 points clear, but the Jags are just...
Shit.
Jags the worst team. Sorry, just said Trevor Lawrence the worst quarterback in the draft. The Jags are the worst team in the NFL, aren't they?
No.
If Jags play Texans tomorrow, or Lions,
records or just actually like
actual team,
I think they are. Yeah.
I don't think they beat anyone Sunday. You put them against the Texans or the Lions on Sunday,
but the more talented
Texans
than
or
the Lions, and the more talented Texans.
Yeah, but I don't fancy them to win.
No, because Urban Meyer's a toxic influence on that team.
Yeah. The whole team's fucked.
I mean, you got to give...
Trevor Lawrence hasn't got it. He hasn't. How many, did you see his pick? Shite again. Like, if Trevor Lawrence come out last year and all the hype would have been about how good Trevor Lawrence is, blah, 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 he would be fucking found out. He would be. But no one fucking says a word because he plays for the Jags.
Do you think?
I think no one says a word just because no one can believe it almost. It's like you want to give him more.
Well, 5 quarterbacks were in this draft, didn't he?
Yeah.
And everybody's raving on him. He could be the best quarterback.
Davis Mills the best quarterback in this draft.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Really? He's performed the best out of all of them.
Well, David Mills has had a game where he only threw for 19 yards. Denver 38, Detroit Lions 10.
Also, can I just say, Mac Jones is playing the Patriots way. Mac Jones doesn't really have to do
That's all you need to do, though, isn't it? Broncos two-headed monster with Melville Gordon and Javonte Williams. They are one of the better 2 punches.
Did you like what they done before at the start of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they lined up at 10 men.
Lined up with 10 men, got a
delay a game.
And then Lions.
They were classy, they turned it down, didn't they?
Yeah, well, you've got to imagine.
Tony would have said no.
I'd have took it all,
yards. I'd have took it. Get back there, boys. Fucking get back. I'm not asked. Get back. Don't be fucking starting the game and get back.
Yeah. No,
Do you know what I mean? I'd have went, yeah, fair play, yeah. Fucking get them back there. They've done the right thing, but now we've done back.
Yeah, it was that nice.
We just won a game. Let's go and win another. If they want to take a flag,
we can still make the playoffs. Yeah. Like you say, two-headed monster, Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams. But again, though, this is the Broncos have had this all year. They've got this in the locker. The players are good enough to do it, but they can't do it consistently. Like, they just smash it. They're not really worth talking about.
Lions miss Swift a lot, don't they?
Yeah. Lions already got Swift, haven't they, really?
I don't know. Hawkinson is a good tight end.
Yeah, but Hawkins is a good tight end. He took the offensive lineman. He's starting to get better as the season goes on. In a draft, he got Swift. They've got players who they can build around in the future, but yeah,
Jared Goff just looks like a fucking rabbit in the headlights on at times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he does. I think he genuinely looks lost at times.
Yeah, but there's a lot on him to do. But
my signal's going here, and I need to know the Villa score.
Honestly, I keep going to tell you off and calling on your phone, and then I realise there's 1,400 quid on it, and I'm like, oh no, let it go.
You can't have a go at me for not paying full attention when there's 1,400.
I know, exactly. Chargers 37, Giants 21.
I thought Giants had a chance in this.
Not without Daniel Jones.
Tony was.
I thought their defense.
Tony was Saquon Barkley to a touchdown.
So this is why Tony sort of betting doesn't always go to plan. Tony was like, "Get on Barkley. Barkley's gonna fucking rush." How many touchdowns you say? Or he said.
I just said he was
something like they haven't got a touchdown in 8 games or something. So Barkley.
So Giants wide receivers and running backs haven't scored a touchdown since week 7.
Right.
Now, I can't remember whether they did score any touchdowns or whether it was tight end or whatever, so I'm going to just quickly check that now.
But yeah. What's annoying me about this game is the Chargers obviously beating the Giants, and everyone's raving about the Chargers now being back. Obviously, we played them on Thursday, and I think, all right, they dispatched the Giants, and that's it. Like, let's...
I think the Chargers is very indicative of an AFC at the moment. It's very up and down. Just
exactly.
Very... Probably the whole
Justin Herbert looks incredible one week. And then,
I was right. Saquon Barkley did score a touchdown. So
did he?
Yeah, receiving touchdown.
Oh.
So and he went for 90 odd total yards. So I was
right.
I
saw he rushed 58 yards.
So I was right. So fucking shove it. Shove it where the sun doesn't shine.
Did you bet on it?
Did the fuck? But only because I'm banned. I banned myself, didn't I?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You and that self-discipline you're well known for.
You've lived a very self-disciplined lifestyle, haven't you, so?
Well, I banned myself from betting, but yeah, I still find myself betting every week.
It's mad, isn't it?
But I banned myself, so I physically can't put bets on. Unless it's with you, Bella.
Unless with us, or you text us going, put that bet on for us.
Or text multiple people saying, put bets on for me. But I feel like then I actually look at what I'm betting on.
Right.
Whereas as a beforehand,
you just bet on anything.
I'd just bet on whatever.
Yeah.
I'd just go, right, 100 quid to get a bet, let's fucking go. And I'd put it on fucking anything.
Right, Bengals 23, 49ers 26.
It's a good game this, Assy.
Yeah, Joe Burrow looked good in that when he come back.
Would be if I watched it.
See Jamar Chase's touchdown where he ran out of the end zone and come back in the end zone?
No.
It was just a weird one. It was where Joe Burrow threw it.
Yeah.
And he's run to the back of the end zone, out of the end zone.
Yeah.
And then come back in the end zone. And it was almost like the player just wasn't aware of him. Do you know what I mean? It was clever the way he done it. Like,
I didn't know you're allowed to do that.
As long as you come back in, straight away. Like you don't,
right,
like,
there's no delay. So
like if
he's run, he
can't like
stopped.
You can't like go. Oh well, I'll come out and then I'll like walk that sideways for a bit and then I'll come back on.
He sort of curved his run and come back into the end zone. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Whether it was by design or whether because he had to or not.
Right, I see.
Bills are done, aren't they? We all having that now.
We're moving on. Bucks 33.
Bills are done.
Bills 27. Bills are done.
Bucks are so far out of sight. I don't know how it went to overtime.
Bills are finished.
Josh Allen, good comeback. Josh Allen proving himself that he could be a good
running back. Josh Allen. That was all he was good for in this game, wasn't it?
Is there a reason why you're absolutely hating the Bills?
Yeah, because Dolphins are going to go finish above them now.
Right.
Patriots are going to play the Bills. Patriots are going to beat the Bills. Dolphins win out. Let's fucking
what if so the Bills beat the Patriots? Does that not help you now?
No.
Do you think the Patriots are far out of sight now in the AFC East?
From the Dolphins, yeah.
Do you mean with the league within that division?
To be fair, Dolphins can go 10-7, so we are still in touch with the Patriots because they're 9-4. But
I think they've got too much of a steam behind them.
Yeah, they've got to play. I'm sure they've got to play the Jets as well.
Got to play the Bills, got to play the Colts, and then they've got 2 easy games as well.
Got to play the Jets. So
Jets. Oh no, got to play Dolphins, Jets and Dolphins. So but they only win one. They could go 10-7. You could go 10-7.
Yeah. So if we beat them, then we'll get in.
So Bills, Colts. Bills beat them. Colts beat them.
We could technically win the division.
And you beat them.
We could technically win the division.
Still
Imagine
alive.
starting 1-7 and winning the division.
Dreams on, baby.
By the way, I've already got it fully built up in my head that if the Dolphins make the playoffs to go in the Super Bowl, and I'm going. Because I am just giving you a big fuck off and I'm going to the Super Bowl. Whether I get a ticket or not is a different fucking story.
What if the Dolphins make the championship game in Arrowhead?
I'm definitely not going. Too awkward to get to.
Yeah. Brady broke another record just by virtue of the fact that he's 44.
He's old, yeah.
You know what I
Did
mean?
you see what happened when he broke the record? So
no.
The Buccaneers ball boys have now had it very much drummed into them. We're not spending any more money with fans. So the minute it was Kirk or...
No, Kirk plays for the Cardinals.
No, who was it?
It was Perryman who scored the 60-yard touchdown.
So he throws to Perryman. Perryman goes all the way for the touchdown, 60 yards, drops the ball. Ball boy, literally, before the ball's even dropped, legging it to pick the ball up because he knows it's Brady's 700th touchdown or 7,000th yard or something like that. So the ball boys have jumped into them, get the ball back straight away. Yeah. The ball goes nowhere, get it back. I just thought that was hilarious. It's literally like they've gone, yeah, we can't fuck up again.
Yeah, but Tom Brady ran for 17 yards. That's
a record for him, isn't it?
That should tell you everything about how bad the Buffalo Bills run defense is.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, who's never... I don't think since I've watched the NFL, I don't think Tom Brady's ever went more than 5 yards in a game.
Do you think, like, as well, I mean, the influence Tom Brady has on these players who are cast-offs? So,
it's not cast-offs, is it? Brady's not asked about anything but winning.
But Leonard Fournette was a cast-off from the Jags.
But Brady's not asked about anything but winning. Mm-hmm. So when Brady sees Fournette, he just sees a good running back. Yeah, he knows what his strengths are, and he's like, I can get the most out of them strengths. When he sees Antonio Brown, he sees a good receiver who anticipates. Yeah, no, so he sees an anticipatory receiver. He's not asked that Brown's mental. He's not asked. He just wants to win. And that's the difference between like a Baker who's trying to get back on the field and be injured. Take this way. If Brady was in the Super Bowl and had played the first quarter, I was going to go out injured and knew his reserve would win that Super Bowl, he'd stay out and he'd get another ring.
My point was that when we watched them,
and he'd probably still get MVP for staying out.
One of them fucking phases where we were watching every teams and we watched the Jags and we all said Leonard Fournette was one-dimensional. He was just a head down run, right? And he got released from the Jags, so it never worked out. Goes to the Bucks, and
he still won.
He gets trusted, but he's not because he's catching the ball. He's caught the most passes from.
Yeah, but only. I get what you're saying. Brady's making him catch passes a bit more, but if you watch him play, he's still very one-dimensional. Yeah, but they use him mainly in one system, but that's because Brady looks at him and goes, "That's what he's good at. I am fine with that. I'll get the most out of him." It's the same with Edelman. Well, like, everyone calls Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas probably ends up the Bucks next year. Mr. Slants, and he'll only throw. Brady just goes sound. I'm happy just throwing slants to him. That'll do me because like he looks at Edelman and Edelman never done anything. Yeah, just Mr. Slants, wasn't he? Like, and that's but he's fine. He's like Used to say about Sam Allardyce in English football, he never make a player do anything they're not good at. Yeah. He just plays to everyone's strengths. You're good at that, just do that. I'll worry about everything else. That's what Brady's like.
Brady went to the Browns would win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's always, I think it's always very telling that. You've got receivers. You had three number one receivers at the Bucs, and you when Brown was there, and you never had any whinges at them. I'm not getting enough receptions. I'm not getting enough, yards.
Because he's not.
They all know
you're going to win.
They're all going to win with him in under centre.
That's it. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they all know. I'm not bothered about how many yards I get. I just want to win the Super Bowl at the end of the season.
Get in there. Let's fucking go.
Aston Villa 1-0 yet, Tony?
Aston Villa 1-0.
Steven Gerrard scored from his own dugout.
big fucking Steven Gerrard. Jacob Ramsey.
Right.
Let's fucking have it. Now I've got to check to see if there's any VAR.
Yeah, but that is that. The one thing I do begrudgingly like about Brady is it's win at all costs. That's all he's asked about, and you've got to respect that. It's like fucking he'd take himself out of a game if it meant he'd win.
Yeah.
Packers 45, Bears 30. This was an interesting close game until Bears started getting Rodgers back. Started taunting Rodgers for his "I own you" shout.
Again, but why?
And then he just turned, and then at that point Rodgers turns out, just fucking balls out, doesn't he?
Did you see Devontae Adams' touchdown, by the way?
Which one?
Where he sold the fade. Like,
yeah.
He sold it like fucking nobody.
Yeah.
Literally, he ran, and everyone. When I watched it, I was like, "This is a fade." Like, you know, when I was watching it, because I was like, "He's fucking going. He's going deep back post, fucking goal," and he just fucking, and then he just fucking bang, and I went, "Wow, he's got the moves."
Do you think they've got it in them to go to the Super Bowl?
Always.
Because you're always very flaky, weren't they? And like the past few years, they got done by the 49ers when the 49ers were very physical. They got done by the Bucs last year when Brady just done Brady on them.
The thing with the Packers in the last Matt LaFleur has been great, but the thing that's got to them in every championship game is the other team seems to want to win it more, and I think that's the only.
It's like they haven't got another level, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like
the other team
has
another level.
It feels like desire, though, doesn't it? Because like with the Buccaneers, we said about Rodgers not running it in. He wants to throw it.
Yeah.
He wants to have another chance of throwing. Right, like get the score, take it out of your manager's hand, get to the 1 yard line, take it out of his hand, sort of thing. But like that's it. It just always feels like that with the Packers.
It's just I like the look of the team. They seem a little bit more balanced. They've got a bit more of a run game now. So, Aaron Jones is more of a receiving back than he is a true running back. So they've got that dovetail that of with AJ Dillon. Do you know what I mean? He was more of a battering ram, and they just seem a little bit more of a balanced team, I think, now.
Mm-hmm. It's just how much you want it.
Well, yeah.
Honestly, that's what I think it is with the Packers. I think it's how much Rodgers wants to be right, or how much Rodgers wants to win a Super Bowl.
And the Bears towards the end could have stole this game back as well.
Yeah.
Did you see it? So he had the scored a field goal, didn't he? And then kicked onside and recovered it. And then have you seen that stupid rule where you can't carry on? So whenever you get an onside kick,
whenever you recover it from, you have to stop there.
Yeah, you can't carry on. Even though well,
you can't run it in.
Yeah,
you've got to basically stop and then formation against it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is that? That's a stupid rule.
Is that only when you recover it after 10 yards and no one's touched it?
Yeah.
That way, so if you watch, there's a couple of onside kicks, isn't there, where you can kick it 10 yards, recover it, or you can kick it at them. One of them bounces off one of them and then recover it.
It's just weird, though, isn't it? Because you just think, why can't they just carry on?
Yeah.
It make the game. The whole reason why you have an onside kick is to make the game more interesting.
Yeah.
So why would you stop it?
Yeah.
When they could literally go down and score a touchdown off the back of it.
Last game of the week, Cards 23, Rams 30.
It opens everything up in the AFC West, doesn't it? NFC West.
Watched this morning.
Half of this before.
This just come down to who was going to make the mistake, and it was Kyler Murray.
See, I only seen the score and a few of the highlights.
So the Rams got to Kyler Murray quite well, pressured him, got him moving a lot. Normally Kyler Murray's been sound at that all season, but a couple of times he made, one was a tip pass, an interception, and one he literally just threw it at the linebacker, right in the. I think he went to throw it over him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I seen that, but it just went right into it.
He literally hit it up and then fucking
caught
it and just fucking.
So 2 interceptions from Kyler Murray, and just that's what cost what cost the Cardinals. It was literally just whoever made the mistake.
Yeah,
was going to both these teams are boss, and whoever made the mistake was going. And I think they put Ramsey on Hopkins, and he didn't see Hopkins all day.
Five catches out of 12 targets.
Hopkins has only just come back from injury, hasn't he?
Was it?
Yeah, he's been injured for most of the season.
I think Hopkins had 5 catches out of 12 targets.
Did he?
Which tells you everything you need to know about
Yeah.
the cornerback. But Stafford threw 3 touchdowns and Kyle Murray thrown none.
Yeah.
And that's where the game's fucking...
Yeah, James Conner, I have to give him shit. He was great. So it took 2 touchdowns he went for, both of them battled. Like I think it was 2. I don't know, was it 3?
I think it was 3.
He scored all 3, did he?
Oh no, he definitely had 2. I don't know if
I think he had more receiving yards though, didn't he?
Yeah, he what's it called?
But the 2 touchdowns I remember anyway.
2 catches that I seen.
Battled for them yards. Battled for them.
Van Jefferson scored a long touchdown.
Yeah, that was great.
His dad was the coach his wide receiver coach for the Cardinals as well. His dad's looking on as his son's going towards touchdowns.
You'd be fuming, wouldn't you? You little shit.
Yeah.
You fucking little prick.
It's going to be an awful Christmas, that.
Swat. You wouldn't be happy, would you? Especially because I am very competitive, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd hate to lose to me kid.
Apparently his dad was like a top receiver in the league as well during like the late 80s, early 90s as well.
Yeah, and his brother's one of the best in the league for the Vikings.
Was he? That's not his brother, you tit. I didn't know you were talking about Jefferson.
I just wanted to see how long I could have you going for. Right, so that was what, week 14?
Yeah.
Let's
goal
look.
Goal stud.
Goal stud, well in, Tony.
That's the last of the buys now, isn't it?
I hope it stays. That should be the last of the buys because we're going into playoffs now. Right. Boom. Far from fantasy.
Oh, can't we do the other fantasy?
The Listener League.
I smashed Rob's head in. Done my team.
Cost us.
No, it didn't cost us.
You did cost us.
No, I never. Mark cost us.
We could have 2. We have 2 teams.
Would have had 2 in if Mark would have just got an extra 2 points.
Mark, he's selfish prick.
I wouldn't mind, but I dropped Russell Wilson for Burrow because Wilson's been shit.
Well, finishing top on 9 and 5. Team name to be determined, which is Sheehan. Then we've got Eskimo Brothers. Then Salah Akbar, our only representative from far from Lombardi. And he's only been on the pod once this year, I think, in the playoffs. And ESC Denver, which is Callum. So the playoffs next week looks like...
And I'd have been in.
Sheehan against Callum.
Denver, if Mark would have just scored an extra couple of points against them.
Sheehan against Callum.
I scored 197, you tit.
And lost. You lost. It doesn't matter how many points you lose by, Mark. You fucking lost. Lost. Doesn't matter how many points you score.
Hold on.
Lost.
Didn't you lose?
I think we might be talking a week premature, yeah.
Why?
I don't think the playoffs are till next week in this league.
Do me team again. I'm going to playoffs, baby.
Yeah, I think because we've only got 4 teams going to playoffs, it's just week 16, week 17.
Oh, so we might play in this week?
Yeah, it is. It's week 16, the playoffs.
Oh,
yeah, that changes.
Ignore everything we just said.
That
it's
changes
back on.
everything.
Guess who I'm playing? Mark.
Well,
you've got to lose, Mark.
There's a win.
If you don't lose, then you're gonna lose 70 quid.
Log back out into me other one.
Oh.
See, when you were just saying that, then so forget I beat him in our other league this week.
What?
Which league?
Well, our own league.
I'm not asked. I beat you.
You robbed the fucking worst.
I beat you in the league where there's 20 quid on the line. You beat me in the league where there's a tenner. Who's asked? Really?
Never asked.
I beat you in the league that fucking matters.
You should only ask when you watch.
No, which one do I care about? The one where I'm going to win the money. What are you going to win? Are you in the playoffs? No. Are you in the playoffs in that league?
No.
So why are you asked that you beat me?
Because it's fucking competition, that's why.
But what? You finished last.
Which one?
In that one.
Only in that one.
You just beat me and you finished last.
No, I
finished last. Did we win? No. So we finished last.
Right, okay.
I'm right though, aren't I?
Yeah, you're right, Tony. Yeah.
There you go. If you don't win, you fucking last.
In the Charity League, playoffs start next week.
And we're probably last in that as well.
We're 9th.
Yeah, so we're out because Rob picked our team. So
I think it's top 6 go. Yeah, top 6 go in. So
Rob.
We fell short
fucking
there.
Embarrassed us there. Oh shit! You give everyone.
Sorry, all today. There'll be no money this year from far from Lombardi.
You should fucking donate for your piss poor drafting.
Any one of you could have fucking interesting doing it, but none of you wanted to.
Pretty sure I said I'd do it.
No, you didn't. You said I'm in too many fucking leagues. Fuck off.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Exactly.
I literally haven't cared about any leagues other than the ones that
I've not cared about a single league this year.
I've made the playoffs in my £125 league.
Have you?
Made the playoffs. So,
flying on.
So yeah, do you want me to just have a little fucking read of that one?
No, let's go for the games for next week.
What do you mean?
Doesn't matter.
Do you mean no?
No one's asked.
£125.
No
and
one's
mine,
asked.
16 people in it.
Right. Thursday.
I'll tell you it anyway.
Chargers against the Chiefs.
I'm not asked.
Plus 3.5 to the Chiefs. So plus 3.5 to the Chargers.
Is that Arrowhead?
No, it's at SoFi.
Third seed.
Still fancy Chiefs.
I fancy Chiefs myself. Chargers going to charge you.
Oh, I'm due to win as well. Fucking get in there.
Then the first Saturday game of the season.
Pats.
Which is technically a Sunday game for us. Colts v Pats. 2.5 favourites.
What time is it?
Saturday game.
What time is it on?
1:15.
See, I'm on late on Saturday night. I could come home from work.
I think there's an early one as well, but it's not just well. There's no way.
There's a 9 o'clock. There's a 9 o'clock one.
Well, look what it is, Mark. If you don't mind.
I finish work late on Saturday night. I could come home.
And it's Colts v Pats.
Yeah. Have a Lions Sunday.
2.5. Well, Colts are 2.5 point favourites.
Colts.
It's in Colts. Yeah, I think Colts are going to win.
What are the Colts? What's the Colts? I'm going to check the Colts record now as well.
And it's 7-4, something like that.
Yeah, so the Raiders Browns is 9:30 Saturday.
Right.
And then Pats Indy is obviously it's Sunday morning, early hours Sunday morning.
So Colts are 7-6.
Yeah.
Titans are 9-4. So it's interesting, isn't it?
2 games in it. Bills, Panthers, 10 points in it to the Bills.
There's not a chance in hell that the Bills lose this game. Cam Newton will throw picks. Bills will win that.
Lions, Cardinals. 13.5 point favourite the Cardinals are.
See, this is going to be interesting this week because this is the week where you can bet on the handicaps knowing full well that you're going to win.
Why do you think the Lions are going to cover the spread on that?
No, as in like you bet on the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So I thought you meant you think Lions cover the spread, sorry.
You bet on your favourites. So like I think there's a few, like 3 or 4 games there where you bet on the favourites.
Jags, Texans. Texans for me.
Yeah, I'd take the Texans on the plus 3.5. Like.
Yeah, I think Urban Meyer's too much of a bad influence.
I think they're just falling. Dolphins, Jets.
I don't like the Dolphins handicap. I'm not going to lie.
8.5 points.
I don't like it because we've got no
too close. Gaskin out, is he?
All of them. All our running backs got COVID. Our safety's got COVID.
Yeah,
they need to do tests. That stupid thing.
Hopefully be back by Sunday, though.
Yeah, but
if they got COVID, They're going to be out, aren't they?
COVID. I know they can. It's not like they've got a test. They've got to have 2 negative tests.
Dolphins, Giants, Cowboys.
See, Cowboys were more impressive on defense on Sunday. Their offense is not ticking the way it should be.
Yeah, but Giants have only got Mike Lennon under centre.
I don't fancy the Giants to put points up, but I fancy the Giants to keep it tighter because of their defense. I'd fancy them to cover the spread on this.
No, I just think Cowboys blow.
I think this is a get right game for the Cowboys. They'll push the ball a bit more. Eagles, Washington.
Take us.
You take Hughes with even all the injuries you've got and Hurts run the ball.
4.5 favourite.
I'm taking Eagles there.
Like
Sorry, Mark. I'm taking Eagles.
Take Eagles.
Steelers, Titans, and the Titans are only 2 point favourites.
Titans by fucking loads because Steelers shit.
But really speaking, though,
Derek Henry's back.
They're going to save him. They're going to save him.
Week 17, apparently.
So fucking won that, haven't I?
Not if he comes back and runs 30 times in week 17.
Not going to fucking do that, is he?
If you're the Titans, the AFC South's already sewn up a good as.
If the Titans win that, then they've won the division, haven't they? I know they haven't technically, but they have.
Yeah, hopefully you'd hope so. But like I say, there's 2 games left. I'm sure there's. What did you say they were 9-4? Yeah. So they've got 4 games left to play.
No, I don't know. There's 2 games in it between Titans and Colts.
Broncos, Bengals.
Broncos
are 1.5 point favourites. Bengals to me all day. Broncos do this. They have these one good games, like they blow out the Lions, and everyone gets back on them because the roster's so good. But then they just fall apart again the next week.
Can the Bengals stop the run?
I don't think they've been one of the worst, but I don't think they've been one of the best.
Yeah. Obviously, that's where the game's won.
To be fair, and I think Tony's got a good point there because the Broncos are quite good in the secondary, where the Bengals' strength is throwing the ball.
Yeah, but like I say, how many times the Broncos done this and then just fell apart the next week? I've got no faith in them.
I just wouldn't touch it, to be honest.
49ers, Falcons.
49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah, all day 49ers, even though, again, don't want them or believe in them.
Packers pissed that.
Packers, Ravens, 4.5 points in it.
No way Lamar's back.
That's all day going to be Packers, aren't
you get the Packers now.
Have they said what it is, whether it's high ankle or low ankle sprain or whatever?
You're not coming back after a week, though, is it? Yeah, I'm with Tony. Get on the Packers as soon as you can.
Before it's confirmed one way.
They say he's not fucking playing.
Bucks, Saints. Bucks are 10-point favourites.
See, if Taysom Hill's your quarterback, then it's fucking...
Yeah.
Covering that all
I fancy Saints to keep it close, though, because they've got a good defence. But and also, I think Tom Brady will get the job done, and then they'll just fucking run the ball to death. Bears, Vikings, 3.5 points favourite Vikings. Wouldn't touch either of them ever.
But yeah, so look what the favourites there. So Bucks -10.
If I was picking out
10.
a treble just now, it would be
Packers, Bucks, and then you go Cowboys, Cardinals, Bills. There you go.
That'd be my treble. Packers, Bengals, Colts.
I'd do the 5-fold on all of the handicaps.
Are you picking them just to win?
No, on the handicaps. I think the handicaps. I think Bengals should be favourites. Broncos favourites. So take the plus. I think Colts will beat the Patriots and a field goal, so it should be more than a field goal.
So the Colts will beat the Patriots? Are you that sure the Colts are going to beat the Patriots? You put them in your bet?
I think the Patriots will get found out. And I think Colts are one of the teams.
I think the Patriots are good enough to beat the teams that they're playing, but the Colts are a fucking superb team.
Yeah, I don't know. I just fancy the Patriots. And not because I don't think they're particularly good. I just think they're very well coached.
Yeah, but I think so. The Colts. I think the people are underestimating the Colts by the fact that they've had such a strong schedule, and they had started off with so many injuries. And I just fancy the Colts. Watch come off a bye week. Everyone fresh. Nah, Colts all day. Yeah, that's what I'll do this week. I think
there's a lot of money to be made betting this week.
I agree. I might have more than one treble, to be honest.
I genuinely do.
Right, boys. Thank you very much.
A little short one there.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was nice and quick and easy. And we talked about being a daft for half an hour.
And we're talking about Villa fucking smashing the league up now.
Is it still 1-0?
1-0 half time.
Oh, 1-0 half time. By the time this comes out, you'll have known the score. So you can tweet us or message us.
Commiserations or congratulations.
Well, if it's commiserations, don't be commiserations. Just text us, ha, Tony, you fucking fat cunt. And if he's won, let's just ignore it. Right, see you later. Thank you. Ta-da.